Whoa. Let me get the Google Docs up. Let's see if we can try and get started here. I'm only like 3.5 hours late. It's fine. Yeah. Uh, I set an alarm for 11, then I woke up, turned the alarm off, fell back to sleep until uh, like 2 p.m. And yeah, so sorry about that. Hey Scott, hey Mayo, streamers for life. Yeah, well, uh, yeah, sorry. I was I've been busy the past 2 Saturdays, specifically Saturdays, so I haven't been here, uh, and I've done a little bit of work in the like, I added a couple things uh, to the timeline summary recently off camera or off stream, um, and, actually thinking about it, I remember, um, I have a memory of working on the script. Uh, I I think that was on stream, I assume. Mm, yeah, hold on, let me pull this up. Uh, if you wanna talk to someone, on the stream, send me an invite, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why I'm being so slow today. Yeah, I think I hold on, are you still asleep? Uh, no, actually, I'm well, yeah, that's why you're not seeing anything. It's just I accidentally started streaming in my sleep, and, I don't know how to start a screen share in my sleep. Okay, start sharing. Yep, there we go. You should see that, right? Yeah, 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 you're seeing it. Nice. Um, okay, where were we? I don't particularly feel like doing this now, but I didn't particularly feel like doing this last time we were on stream. Um, but I've been busy the past 2 Saturdays, and we gotta keep the consistency. We gotta do something, at least like one any progress, anything we do is progress, right? Um, uh, yeah, so this is something that I added off stream. I was listening to like a podcast and and they mentioned how in storytelling, what there's I think it was they said like I think they said yeah I think what they said was I think the South Park writers were giving a speech on like storytelling, and they said that like between each story beat need to be able to use the word therefore or but, and never the word and then it kind of gives each scene or each story beat like its own its purpose. Um, so I don't know. I wrote that down. It might be helpful, but I don't know. Iron Swank can kind of be in the realm of like some things do just happen for because random. I don't know. Maybe not a whole lot of. I don't want a whole lot of that, but this is still a Lego Head production. Okay, we need we need we need some bit of wacky what surreal humor. Yeah. I believe it's surreal. Yeah, surreal humor is like a genre or something. Okay. um, I had the script somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Um, needs more swank. Is that a thing? Is that we need to add more of that? I don't know. So like okay, so what you thinking? Like every other scene we use the word swank or swanky or something. Uh, uh, yeah, I'm not, okay. I'm not even. Sorry, I'm scrolling up and down so it looks like I'm doing stuff. I'm not even. I'm not even like thinking right now. I'm just like I'm thinking I should start thinking is what it is. No, no, man. We gotta have a little consistency. We can do this. Okay. Should the Mark One suit? I don't know. And between story. Yep, got it. Black screen. Yep, intro idea. Yep. So we got started working on the script and where. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So the last thing we have was yeah. Okay. So yeah, and the first thing we have is the what getting out of bed scene. Uh, or sorry, the last thing that we wrote down on the script is getting out of bed scene. And in the terms of the summary, that would be around here. Uh, we need a mariachi being alive and things up. Can I get like non-copyright mariachi music? Uh, my no, there we go. Okay, sorry, my phone was dead. It needs to turn on, and then I can play non-copyright uh non-copyright mariachi music. Um, yeah, I went to a wedding recently, and I thought they were gonna have mariachi music from what I heard, which is why I couldn't play guitar. One of the reasons. So, but then at the wedding there's no mariachi band. um, I hope that made sense what I just said. Okay, yeah, we got. All right, yeah. Phone's back on. Nice. Do we have not non-copyright uh uh oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, yeah, that's it, right? Actually, hold on. Can I turn on the surround sound on the? There we go. I think you should be able to hear it better now. There we are. Just have this running in the background. This like really distant in the background. Yeah. Okay. So where were we? Opens things up with the back to it's Halloween time. Like what works in it. Yep. Okay. So if we're going to this from the, I think, yeah, the intro is very like, you know, it's there for a purpose. It gets paid off later on. And then yeah. This one. Yeah, and this also, I feel like this also, like what the moving around the room is also definitely there for a purpose. again, it gets set. It's a setup. Getting out of bed. If we did a getting out of bed scene, like, okay, so the idea is like what I the idea is like it and so yeah, so the like camera moving around the room shows like my gadgets and things, and shows that like, I'm used to like building things and building gadgets and stuff, um, and and that's kind of shows the what was it? So it's a setup for like later on when I build the Iron Swank suit. Yeah, I can do that because I'm already used to building gadgets and things. Um, but then after that, after like the fading around my or like panning around my room in the beginning, open and the like one of the opening shots of the film, um, there would be I had the idea for a getting out of bed scene, but multitasking nice. For getting out of bed scene, but the feel the power of Swank. Can we? There you go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right before that. Yeah. So there would be a getting out of bed scene, and that would have the getting out of bed scene would just be in the opening of the shot in the movie. I just thought that would be good for like, I don't know. I guess it's kind of a generic thought, really, is what it is. It's just I've had it like as a thought for the opening of the film for such a long time. Um, However, it could be there for a reason. Like, it could be beneficial to have um, the getting out of bed scene if it was like, if it showed gadgets and stuff as I did that, which I think um, which thinking about it now, yeah, I feel like my one of my ideas for the getting out of bed scene was like to have it include gadgets and things. So um uh yeah. I guess it would extend the setup that was already there. But I don't know. I feel like it could still be a cool sequence. And at that point, it's more of like I don't know. I think we should do it. I don't know if I guess if I can, because some of this also depends on just how like what can I do in real life. So we might just have both of these, and then whatever I can realistically do in real life is what's what I use for the film. Um, uh, oh, I just noticed the Lego at Discord is gone. How long has it been? Well, has it really been up this whole time? Okay, that's a very lengthy way of saying it, but hopefully that will help me remember it for later. Okay. Uh, yeah. So after that, then what do we have? Um, I do still have the chat though. The wait, which Larry can't even to your songs, right? The Scots. Is it? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, DJ actually showed me the yeah. You remember DJ showing me the like what have people been saying in the Scots while I've been gone, and it seems like not much. Yo, hey, Bricks and Pieces, how you doing? Nice to see you, man. Yeah, I know. And so, what? How many years do I have left before I have to put a man in a towel running down the road in a running down the highway? I can still picture it perfectly, exactly how I wanted it to look. Um, uh, uh, Doing good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good myself. It's nice to see you. It's nice to know that. Um, Find a date real quick. Nice. No, you need to just know it off the top of your head. I feel like DJX and I were on call and we talked about Irish Mickey for a second. Or I brought up Irish Mickey for whatever reason. Uh, yeah. Okay. Getting out of bed scene right before yeah, that'll be later on. Mm. Chat needs some Biscoff. 9 Biscoff mini games in one. Yeah. Um. Okay, let's see. So yeah, so we're on here. Hmm. Real question: how are you doing, Lego Head? I'm doing all right. I'm yeah, no, I've been doing good. Feel like doing a lot better. Uh, hope the same for you. Uh, it's 2000. Yeah, I'm doing it. That's good. Was it? It's 2,524 days left till the 25th of May, 2033. I still got it saved. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. I'll get something to eat, man. Get some mayo or get an egg. I don't know. Uh, yeah, wow. So that was in 2023 that I had that. That was 3 years ago. Wow. So I have 7 years left until I have to have a man running down the street. Yeah. Huh. I didn't realize that was 2023. I figured that was like maybe 2024. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, is yeah. So, Scott, you only say you're doing all right, not good or fabulous. Does that what's going on with the bricks and minifigs? Is that bringing you down? I still remember the day it was said. I I remember talking about. I remember saying. Yeah, I remember saying it, and I remember what the idea is. I still know exactly what I want it to look like from the day that I made it. I know exactly what it, what it needs to look like. And was it? It was just because we were talking about the jellyfish pieces, right? And I was like, yeah, the jellyfish pieces look like shower caps. So that's why we've been pretty busy. Now business is booming underneath all like while all that is going on. Yeah, it's gotten so out of hand. Even Legal Eagle made a video on it. I don't know. I just don't like. I don't know. I guess not that I ever really did care, but I just feel like it's like just like shut up, guys. Like this is like the stupid. I don't know. Like I guess I don't want to call it stupid, but I don't know. It just seems like yeah. As we were saying last time we were talking about this, it could have been resolved in like a day, and they just kind of want press. So. It's like the controversy has actually brought people in. Yeah, and that's the funny thing. That's the funny thing. That's yeah. So like they're them continuing to keep talking about this is it just gets them more any press is good press. No such thing as bad. Yeah. Uh like I still remember it was it exactly as it was 1,129 days ago on a Thursday. Wow, what time specifically to the second was it that I that I started talking about it? Yeah, I once learned how to do that thing where you could like figure out what day day of the week any date lands on. I can still kind of do it, but I never I did it a lot, but I never like really practiced it to be able to do it fast. Or like to be able to do like any dates that were that like out there. Yeah. But yeah, if you gave me what May was it May 25th, did you say, of 2023? I could do that pretty easily. Yeah, May 25th. Yeah, 2023, I could do that fairly easily. Or any other date in 2023, I could really do pretty well. Yeah, okay. Let's see what Lego works a job at a Lego resale store. Preferably not brick. Do we still go with the preferably not bricks and minifigs? Or what? I don't know. Has anything come out where it's like it's obvious one person is in like more of the wrong, or do they both kind of seem 50-50? Like they're both like fairly in the wrong. Well, yeah. It doesn't need to work. I work there for money, just for fun. And where's the Lego at? This costume. I think everyone did something wrong. Yeah, so it's still kind of like an all-around thing, not just like these people might have done something wrong, but these people really did something wrong. Yeah. I hope you can still hear the mariachi music, by the way. Because otherwise, I just had this in the background. I have the gain up pretty good on the microphone. I think I have the surround option on, so yeah, you should be able to hear the ads as well. Okay, it's so you relate to Lego because yeah. Uh, Must have been around 4 or 5 p.m. MST because it would have been around 1 or 2 a.m. in England. Nice. You don't hear it? What about now? It's been going this whole time. Yeah. Okay. Can you hear it now? Nice. It's been going this whole time. Okay. It's Biscoff. He's Biscoff. It's yeah. It's funny. 3 years later, your name is still Biscoff on Discord. I can't believe it. Uh, I'm never changing the Biscoff. Does Irish Mickey Mouse have a Discord? Um. Okay. Where's the? What were we doing? I lost the account to Martin from Lego Towers, which is it's still my sister's. Wow, has she been using Martin's account this whole time? That'd be great. Arch Mickey Mouse did have a Discord, but I think got banned for something stupid. It's just been on her phone. She hasn't noticed. Yeah, you're no, you're driving the forklift or the tractor or the bulldozer. I don't know. Did you upgrade to a bulldozer yet? Yeah. Okay. Where were we? Man, this isn't even productivity anymore. This is just we're just talking. Fisher must have found out that Irish Mickey Mouse didn't have a bulldozer. Yeah, Clyde from Discord must have found it. Still driving the Landy. My dad's moving where the Landy is. That's cool. That's cool. It's like an Australian thing. It's like what they would say. They would call it. Yeah, it's part of the justification for the Lego head is that it's Halloween time, as said in the summary here. I'm just trying to think of how I want to do this because I was just gonna do like what I wanted to do was I was thinking we could do an establishing shot, like out of the getting out of bed scene. We could do an establishing shot that shows outside of the store and it has the Halloween decorations, and then it cuts to the inside, and then it pans over to me walking in the store. But after I've already like gone through the door, so it like just shows me like walking in, putting the like with the Lego head already on, and me just like adjusting it. So then, and then it kind of shows that like yeah, I put it on when I was walking in. I didn't like have it on or anything. Yeah. And I was thinking of that. Um, but um, but then I thought, what if we did it all in one shot? Because I kind of like the idea. I want to do a lot of one ran ran. Oh wait, that's yeah, that's bricks and pieces. Taking the Mr. Tommy Wilson picture off of off screen. Well. If it isn't my sister's brother, cousins, doctors, in-laws, nephews, nieces, half related, uncle, granddad, son, daughters, great grandchild's relative, Lego everything. I watched Spaceballs in theaters. Little Timmy watched. I forgot about that name. I watched Spaceballs in theaters the other day, and they did the line that was like, "I won't." Before we get started, I want you to know that I am your brother's cousin's son's uncle's roommate. So what does that make us? Absolutely nothing. Yeah, and there was like this older guy on the right of me that said like the absolutely nothing line as Dark Helmet said it, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, that's the line that I like. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's the was the we I think like the people on stream. I think it was YOLO who mentioned who like was like, is this a Spaceballs reference? And like I don't know, it's just something that my cousin said, and I've been saying it ever since. Uh, um, uh, I guess I didn't realize it was going to be around Halloween. Yeah, I don't want to make it like a Halloween movie. I don't want to make it like a Halloween movie or anything. But okay, sorry for the dogs barking. I turned the gain down a little. Maybe that helped. I don't know. Get closer to the mic and turn the gain down. That might help a little. Yeah. So I don't want it to be like a heavy on the Halloween stuff. I just need it as like it's a plot device. It's a plot device, is what it is. I'm the first screenwriter to admit it. No, well, yeah, it is because like if it's Halloween time, that explains why I'm wearing the Lego head. Yeah, mariachi music to calm the savage beat. Does that calm them? Um, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Show outside of Lego Halloween. So the other idea that I was thinking of was what if, since I would think it would be cool to do a lot of like one shot things, um, because my problem with a lot of movies is that they don't feel real, and I wanna see if I can try and like do things in this movie that make it seem a bit more realistic. Uh, like like from a visual standpoint, I suppose. Um, and I think one thing could be doing like a lot of one shot takes where you are pretty much just like it's like when there's like an action scene and there will be like one shot take and like the camera's like moving around and stuff. Like when they do stuff like that, it's like it feels like you're there. Wasn't that movie like 1812? Wait, no, 19 the World War One movie? Isn't that a thing where it's like all in one take and or something? I don't know, but like yeah, like when you have those one take shots, it really just feels like you're another person there. And yeah, it's kind of I think that would be cool. Uh, to have a lot of 1917. Yeah, that would make sense. That wouldn't be 1812. It was World War One. Um, yeah. Yeah, I've never seen that film, but I know people say that it's like, people talk about how it was like all in one take or something. And yeah, so I feel like stuff like that is like makes it feel more real because it feels like you're there. So I kind of want to. So like for this establishing shot, we could just have like image of the store and then it cuts to me walking in. But what we could do was we could have the camera walking into the store with the Halloween decorations around, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Hi, it's me. It's an Irish Mickey Mouse. I don't know. You think we could get like I think we could get like make like a mask that has a camera on the outside of it, like right where your eye line would be. So at that point the eye line is just uh at that point the eye line is just where yeah. I think that's a cool idea. If I could do that, I feel like it wouldn't be too hard. Get like a yeah, get like a balaclava and then put a phone on the outside of it and yeah. And then when you walk around, it just we'd have you walking into the store with Saturday Night Fever music. Uh, hold on, let me look. It's what's Saturday Night Fever 1977. Oh, Bee Gees. Okay. So yeah, I just walk in with Staying Alive playing. Uh, nice. Uh, yeah, but yeah, I mean the store radio might have. Well, the store radio happens to be like Bee Gees or something. Mm. Oh, that's right. There's gonna be a time jump to May. Yeah, so it's only Halloween for the first bit of the movie. For like Act One, it will be for only for yeah for like Act One. It will be Halloween, and then the rest of the movie is gonna be like May. Because the movie's coming out in May. So um oh yeah, it's almost been like 2 months of it's June 27th right now. And we started writing this on May 2nd. Soon is gonna be like we're gonna be like 2 months in. And do I have enough to show for myself? That means we only have 10 months left. Uh yeah, we have a little over 10 months until it's time to get filming. That's weird. That's a weird thought. Yeah, okay. Um guess I better focus a little. Okay. So it's oh yeah, that's one thing we got to yeah, one thing we actually have to do right now on stream is I've been holding back because I realized yeah, I forgot to I still haven't gotten a response back from Scott the Waz, and yeah, We need to send another. We need to send a third follow-up email. Okay, let's see. What do I I don't know, movie inquiry follow-up? Sure. Why not? Gotta have the keywords right in the beginning. Or movie opportunity follow-up. You gotta use those words. Okay. Hello. Hello. Yeah, we gotta start just like that. I wanted to previous emails. I just want to follow previous emails regarding the appearance. Okay. Nice. And send. Matthew from YouTube. That's who it was. I was trying to remember who was it from YouTube. If I had Matthew's still, I'd email him on there. It's my YouTube thing after his. Wait, what? If I still had Matthew, I feel like he needs to be driving a Land Rover into work. Maybe we could do that. It'll be like, it'll really be Bricks and Pieces' landlord. I mean, Land Rover. Yeah, I'll be driving his landlord into work. If I had Matthew still, I'd email him on there. It's from my YouTube thing while listening to Sting. I'll write this down in a second. I need to send Scott yet another email. Right. I borrow yours would be on a pallet. Yes. Okay. I messaged him on Instagram. Now let's go to Twitter. He's never going to get back, will he? Hold on. I see you guys are talking. I just need to just give me a minute. I'll write down whatever in a second. I just need to okay, now I have one more thing. I have one more message to send, and then I can get back to writing. Contact. Where's contact? Contact. There we go. I missed it. Yeah. Okay. You know, I'm gonna do something crazy this time. I'll give Scott my phone number. I don't think I did that the past like 2 times I've messaged him on his website. I don't think I have. I did at least, but I'll do it this time. Maybe that will get me somewhere. Okay. Nice. I emailed them. Okay. Now, what have you guys been saying? Here's Barry, the second version. Lotus. It's Barry Lotus. Barry Lotus. That should be a character name. Should we have a character? Is Lotus the last name? We could do Barry Lotus as a character. If we really want to. What do you think? Okay. What do I need to write down? I'm gonna try and just copy and paste if I. Barry from Busov, Yoda from Matthew Martin from Lego Towers, and the second saying being lost my computer password files. Yeah, Barry from Busov, I need to schedule. I need to schedule a meeting with Barry. Where do we? Oh, no. There. Okay. You can give it to me. Wait, give what to you? Was Barry, have your people talk to me. Okay, I'm just fine. Okay. Okay, of Scott. We heard. Yeah, I'm just at this point. I'm just putting down the conversation because I think this is great material. Uh, don't know what the nice was in reference to, but yeah, I'll throw it in. Um, just transcribing the. This needs to be all. This needs to be said, like, just Scott and like a a business interview in like a business in a building, uh, and he's just like this conversation is exactly what's said. Preferably the travel sized. Uh, I don't need to be writing this. I really don't need to be. But this needs to be dialogue. Okay, I need to get back to. I need to. We've been here for like an hour. Okay. I could write down the wall, but I don't know. I don't really think that's very necessary. Okay. What else do we have? Okay. So I'm driving into work. Okay. Outside like decoration. And walk into store and behind. And behind. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's. So Lotus is the last name. There we go. Uh, is he the CEO of Biscoff? The Lotus family account. Should there just be like Barry Lotus is the owner of the Biscoff family? Should we actually make a character? I'm willing to do a character called Barry Lotus. What do you guys think? Who do we have play it? Do we just have Bricks and Pieces play Barry Lotus? We should just have like 20 different people with like 20 different names, and they're all played by Bricks and Pieces as an in joke to like, but it's like a reference to how many alts and stuff he had. Barry Lotus is my hero. During the New Year's of 2027 with a 1 minute window, you can copyright this company. Wait, what are you talking about? I think there was more. Yeah, I remember the daily, was it the Daily Casher or something? I don't know. And we had someone from Google. We had some weird guy or some guy from Google with like his wide eye, with like a wide eye profile picture. I don't remember. Is this a thing? The 1 minute window? Should try and be fast. I think everyone's been too nice to the Biscoff company that they're just letting them take it every year, but it's like, but no, then was it yeah, they're just being nice. No, we're not playing around. We're gonna steal that Biscoff name. Theoretically possible. I'm just waiting for one way to test it. Wow, I can steal anyone's name. I can steal Apple's name. Okay, let's see. So we've been going for like an hour and hour and 10 hour. Yeah, started streaming 65 minutes ago. How long are we going for? So I don't particularly feel like being here anymore. I'm getting a little hungry, but it's not like, I don't know, 1.16 minutes. Yeah. Wait, do you remember? Yeah, can you never explain what did that? I forget. Well, you might have said it. What does that mean? Can you for the? Am I never gonna know the answer? It had to do with all your alt accounts. I didn't. Yeah, the Biscoff sugar. And we're saying in a chat. It's literally all you said in chat without explaining it, and you said it had something to do with your alt accounts. I actually don't know myself. So we're never gonna know. Like, it had been many hours and 30 minutes that had gone by. It had been like an hour and 30 minutes every time you said it. You never said them that close to each other. We never got an answer. Anyone who knows is younger than me should go back in the streams, try and find jog your memory. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I walk into the store, and then honestly, I don't know what happens next. I still don't know. I can talk to a Lego store employee, and that sets them up to be a character later on. But I don't know. I don't know. What if we had Scott Davis playing the Lego store employee, and then later on he plays the Radio Shack employee? Later in the movie. I mean, there is going to be a time jump, so it could theoretically work, or you could just be working 2 jobs. I don't know. Scott Davis, I don't know your thoughts on that. Like if I walk into a Bricks and Minifigs and like work there in the opening scene, you could be there. Then later on, when you meet Scott the Woz, you'd be working at Radio Shack. And then what's just yeah, he's just everywhere. He works in every store. Yeah. There's a Scott in every store. I bet you'll remember just randomly. That's what it means. Scotch is different. Wait, you remembered it, but you're not going to tell me again? And I'm also a Biscoff farmer. Okay, I'll write it. Oh yeah, I forgot. I write random ideas in my random ideas list. That would make sense. And then later, working at the Radio Shack. There. Scott there's a okay. Also, Biscoff Farmer. I can't remember anything. I remember Biscoff Farmer is so. It sure does sound wonderful. The way it's the way it's two messages makes it like it sure does sound wonderful. Like I think I said it because I remember a stream building a Lego castle set was 24 hours and hit 1:30 a.m. So I just kept saying it. I don't think there was a no, 1 hour 30 minutes, the length of Iron Swank. Length of Iron Swank 2. I think that's how long that's how long it's gonna be, Scott. I think it could be it or Younger Me had some kind of plan for 1,030 minutes that you never filled. I thought you did. You said something was gonna happen and you never explained it. So should we just go until so it's 4:47? Should we just like go until 5 and there'll be like an hour and a half? Oh, the wrong key. That'll be like yeah, that will have been like an hour and a half of this. I guess just for 1 hour 30 minutes. Yeah, we'll go for an hour and 30 minutes of stream. So 90 minute. We'll do a 90-minute stream. We're at 72 right now. Yeah. Okay. So what next? Let's go back to the script. Oh wait, we were in the script. Okay, never mind. Okay. Realism. Okay, and then yeah. So then there's like there'd be some Lego store scene. If I drive, that's right. How would I get home? There should be a scene of me in an Uber with a. Oh my gosh, there should be a scene. I'll drive the Land Rover in, and then there will be like a scene of me in an Uber on the way home with the Lego head on and the Iron Swank suit. What do you think? Because the van of infinite rooms with the inside. Yeah, I'll write down a van reference. Yeah, forget the back rooms. This is better. Okay. So, um, okay. So yeah. So I drive in with the Land Rover, um, and then I get in, and then after when I break my way out of the store, I still have the Lego head stuck to me. So in that case, uh, what was this? I still have the Lego head stuck to me. So in that case, I can't drive home. So I need to. What if I called an Uber to pick me up? Uh, is there a DeLorean in this? Because that could be the Uber. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I like that idea. I like that idea. Uh, well, it needs a bumper. Okay, fine. You know what? Yeah. Well, getting out of bed. Wait, hold on. Wait, guys, hold on. I need to think about it. I need. Give me a minute. Before you say anything, give me a minute. I need to think about this. Okay. Okay. I guess it doesn't have to be me in the. Yeah, because I wouldn't be showing my face. Yeah. Um. Just Lana driving in the parking lot. Uh. Uh. I'd rather have them singing "Staying Alive" because then we don't have to get rid of the and then the like though it would be I'm imagining "Staying Alive" blasting. It would be so funny if it was blasting out of uh um mm. I do know a guy with a DeLorean, so I could reach out. Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll do that. Need someone who can drive a stick shift. Um, give me Biscoff. Is that the bumper sticker idea? Yeah, this is good. This is good. Uh, Okay, so yeah, so the Uber is a DeLorean. Nice. So I feel like so at this point, yeah, if my face doesn't or was it like you we wouldn't be showing the face of the person in the Land Rover. Um yeah, because I don't know if I'll be yeah, like if I don't drive I don't know if I'll be driving in the film. And in the event that I don't, then we don't need to show the face of the person or the person in the Land Rover because we wouldn't be showing my face until later in the film anyways. It would just be someone driving. It could just be someone driving up to the store, and then later it like goes to, and then like it cuts to the outside with the camera walking in, and then Lego Ed walking in. I guess it would be implied, but it doesn't mean that. I don't know. We could have someone else's voice singing "Staying Alive" from the car, and then it could just we could have yeah, I guess it could be like another yeah, it could be like another Lego store employee. If Scott Davis worked at the Bricks and Minifigs, would you want to Scott? Would you want to drive a Land Rover into work? That's that would explain the Biscoff. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. That would explain the bit. Okay, I got it. Okay, Scott, you work at and for the first part of the you're gonna work at the Radio Shack later on in the movie, but for the first part of the movie, you work for the Bricks and Minifigs, and you drive in on the Land Rover. We don't have to see your face in the you don't have to see your face in the Land Rover. I mean, we can, I guess, but then people will think, wait a minute, is that Lego head? No, it's not. And you'll be saying "Staying Alive." The bumper sticker will be a Biscoff thing, and then you'll walk in, and then a little bit later, I'll walk in, and then later on, you'll be working at the Radio Shack. The DeLorean just appears as the user, the trail of fire behind the time travel on the inside of my Land Rover. Yeah. Okay, Scott. Actually, what do you think of? Because I think then it would set you up for later in the film when we just have the random. Then when we have the random scene of like you and Scott. So is this whole film could just be like stuff that seems random, but actually isn't when you think about it. It's like, wait, you actually did like that was something that got like set up and paid off, even though it just seemed like it was there for no reason. Kind of cool movies do that. Or we could just have you driving into Radio Shack. Honestly, it wouldn't really matter, I guess. But it might be nice to set you up as like set you up beforehand. Would Barry Lotus be the CEO of Biscoff Incorporated? We're gonna need a Scott Davis to aisle 3. I repeat, yeah. We're we started streaming 84 minutes ago. We got 6 minutes left Uh, I like this. This is we're making progress. I'm not even kidding. This is like, yeah. Uh, I like the idea that yeah, you can tell like when watching the final movie, even if you weren't there for the for every live stream or something, you can still tell like who was there that day that I was writing to give me the idea to write that into the script. Uh, like, you know, like you could be there for like a couple, like one stream once in a while, but it's like, oh, there's a Biskov reference. I know who was on stream that day um, to put that in the script. Um, there's no way Legohead would just do that himself. um, uh, uh, yeah, maybe. I feel like these would be better in the summary, honestly. Okay. I think I kind of reworked everything. Yeah. This is a long act one. Yeah. Uh, okay. Nice. Nice. What I saved the reminder as 10 years ago today. Remind Lego Head he is Sammy as a bean, and to remind him about a pink man with the towel running down his with sneaky yellow fish on his head. Yup, that's definitely the idea I had in mind. Also, we're 89 minutes in. We got 1 minute. So, okay, Scott, what do you think about about that idea of you're the one in the Land Rover and you're driving in to work, and then you have the bumper sticker and stuff, and you work at a Bricks and Minifigs, and then later on you work at the Radio Shack. Or we could just have Bricks and Pieces. Bricks and Pieces, do you want to be the one who's in the Land Rover and riding in singing the Bee Gees, and you have the bumper sticker on, and you work at a Bricks and Minifigs? We could do that as well. And then later on, Scott could be working in Radio Shack. But I also find it funny to think that Scott is just work at, like, we see him working at two places in the same movie. The final minute to 1 hour and 30 minutes. Yep. This is the fun. What if in the film it's like we have 1 hour and 30 minutes to get rid of the bomb or something? I don't know. Like what's to defuse it? I think Scott should drive the Land Rover. Okay. I think either could work, honestly, because it is your land. Or do you want to drive a forklift? Yeah, sorry, you don't want to drive the Land Rover because we're gonna have you drive a forklift instead. Oh, okay. It says 90 minutes now. Do we end here? Every clock just says 1 hour. In there for me. Okay, I'll write that down. Is that where we end it? I'll drive a forklift, so merrily dressed as Irish Mickey Mouse. Yeah, to be clear, I do want this to be somewhat serious, like and realistic and stuff. So I don't want to do anything that crazy, which is why I'm trying really hard to like, even if we think of a crazy idea, I kind of want it to be somewhat like grounded if we can do that. Your clock's wrong. It says 1 hour 30. Yeah, when you get in the DeLorean, Doc Brown just has clocks that all say 1:30. That's nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You might end it there. That's good. Proud of the progress. Hopefully we hear back. Sorry, I had a phone call. That's all right. Yeah. Yeah, we were gonna end in a minute anyways, I think. So I asked, this has been a wonderful stream. I'm glad you think so. It's good to see you again. Yeah, I'm Scott, I asked if I asked Bricks and Pieces like our thought. Well, I asked both of you our thoughts on should we have was it like should we have Scott, like Scott, would you want to be driving in with a Land Rover singing and with the Bricks and with the Biscoff bumper sticker and working at the Bricks and Minifigs, and then but yet later in the film you still work at a Radio Shack? And then I said, like, well, what if we have Bricks and Pieces riding in on the Land Rover? And he said that he thinks you would be better. And sure, you'll drive it. Cool, nice, okay, good. I'll write that down, and then I think we should be good for this week. Um, uh, so at that point, do we even need another Lego store employee? If you work at the Bricks minifigs with me, I was picturing having at least one other employee, like besides me. But if you're going to be working there, or honestly, I don't know. You don't have to be working there. You just I don't know. Scott, would you want to work there or not? And because you're going to be working at the Radio Shack later in the film, so you could just be going in just to you could just be going in, just to look around. But which I guess might be a better setup. I feel like that would be a better setup actually. If we could have you working there. Yeah, I guess there are two sides to that. Sorry, I want to end this stream, but now I'm thinking, wait, there are two sides to this because one, you could be working there, which, because you work there in real life, that would be a cool, like, little nod to that. And then it would, like, I don't know, set you up as like, it would still set you up as a character. And give me, then it will also make it easier on like the production to have like one character reoccurring rather than we need to get another actor to be my like coworker. So there's that, but then I also like the idea of you don't work there and you're just going there to look around, shows you're a Lego fan, whatever. But it still sets you up as it's subtly, well, more so subtly, it's not subtle, but it's better. And it like kind of like subtly sets you up as like, someone that we see, but then we don't see you until like the later, like we see you in the beginning of Act 1, and then we don't see you again until like Act 3 when you're working at Radio Shack. And then it would also make more sense because not that working two places like in the same film doesn't make sense, but I don't know. Then you'd only be working at one place during the film. I don't know. I feel like there are really good arguments to both, honestly. And I don't know which one would be better. All right, possible Lego store employee. Yes, as in yes, you want to work at the Lego store. I know that message has been there for a while, but I think that was there after I asked if you want to work there or not. So I imagine that's what that was in response to. All right, probably also. Yeah, that's fine. The store. Okay. Yeah, all right, probably also Lego store employee. Because if you want to, we can do that, and I'm fine with that. So yeah, I guess it really does hinge on just whether like you really want to work at if you really want to do both the Lego store and the Radio Shack, then I'm fine with that. Because again, I think like even from like a story perspective, it would be fine to do either. Yeah. And then I guess, yeah, and then later on, it would if we had you working as a Lego store employee, then later on we have you working at Radio Shack, but then at Radio Shack we see like a little piece of paper that says like you're waiting to hear back from Biscoff. Then that kind of shows that you're jumping from job to job looking for something better. And then like what if in like Iron Swank 2 or 3 you're finally working for Biscoff, and it was all a setup from the first time we saw like your car that had the Biscoff bumper sticker. I think we did it. I don't know, what are your thoughts? Well, okay, I'm gonna take that as a yes. You'll be Radio Shack and Lego store employee. We got it. It's all connecting. It all intertwines. This is perfect. I think it'd be funny to see me at all the stores. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't. Maybe it depends. Yeah, I guess depending on how many other stores we really have in the film. Because if you're at every store, then we're trying to be a little realistic here. But if you're just like at a few, then it would probably be fine. I mean, there will be time jumps. So from like October to May, there's a time jump. It just in between the time jump, we should just have like a shot of you just working in a grocery store. Has nothing just to show that you're working at different stores. Just it's like it fades to black after I take my Lego head off, and then it's supposed to be a time jump to May, but it just fades to black, and then it like smash cuts to you just working at like a Kroger, and then it like smash cuts back to like black, and then like 5 months or like May or something, a few months later, and then yeah. In between the act transitions, it's from act 1 to 2, we have a fade with Scott just working at a store, and then between act 2 and 3, we have a fade of Scott working at the store at a different. Yeah, Scott will be our transitional piece into every act of the film, working at a different store. If I remember right, there's a Biscoff. There's a Biscoff shop called Biscoff Street Coffee Corner in San Francisco. Maybe we'll cut to that. Nice. Okay, got it. Cool. I think we're gonna end it there. I know it's 5:18. I could go 5:20. And we're at 103 minutes. I could get to 105, but we're a little over. Well, not really. I could have gone for like 2 hours, I guess, but the Scott store or the shelves of mini. Okay. Well, you know what? Actually, okay. You know what? Yeah. I grounded it. Wow. Watch me. I know it's not really lit. Oh, no. Look at that. Like I said, I just grounded that idea of yours. He'll be in a Target, and there will be a Scott the Woz section. I've seen YouTuber merch at Target. So what if there's a section that has all Scott the Waz's stuff? Scott the Waz does have a plushie, and it comes in a box. So what if we have Scott Davis restocking the Scott the Waz plushies? And there's like other Scott the Waz merchandise. Scott the Waz Monopoly and Clue exists. Okay, so we can have Scott. I know Scott Davis is a Clue fan. We can have him restock the Clue. Wait, and that would be the other transit. Yeah, that would be the other transition from Act 2 to 3. And that would set up the thing with the. Okay, everyone, quiet. I need to think. I need. Okay. Is it? So if we have the shot of Scott Davis restocking the merchandise, and if we have the shot of Scott Davis restocking the merchant, actually, wait, no, maybe I should finish reading the chat and then, yeah, it's never realistic. Scott Davis restocking Scott the Waz merch, finds a Scott the Waz plushie in pockets. Wait, hold on. Okay. So if we have Scott working on Radio Shack, and then Scott the Waz comes in, should he know who Scott the Waz is or not? Because I know he's restocking. This could go two ways. He's restocking. There's the shot of him restocking the Scott, like the mini Scott the Waz plushies. And was it actually try that reminds me. There we go. Yeah, okay. We could have, so there's going to be the shot of Scott restocking the mini Scott the Waz plushies, and that would what was it? So that would, like, I don't know if he, like, should we have him? I don't know how to explain this. After restocking the Scott the Waz plushies, should he and stuff? Should he know who Scott the Waz is when he comes into Radio Shack, or is it like he didn't care enough to actually realize like that's the same person? Like, he didn't care enough about what he was doing. But Scott Davis doesn't seem like that type of guy. I feel like he would really care, you know? So, like, at that point, he'd be like, wait a minute. Are you Scott the Waz? I restocked your plushies. Yeah. I don't know. That would be hilarious. Okay. But the thing is I also like the idea that Scott the Waz goes in Radio Shack, and they don't realize who's like too much Scott talk. Like, yeah, that's. I'm gonna end the stream. Don't worry. I promise I'll end the stream. Um. Okay. I think okay. I think I got it. I got some ideas. I'm trying not extend the Scott talk now and like go off of that would be hilarious thing that Bricks and Pieces sent, and instead I'm just gonna go into the summary and write the transition thing. It's 9 minutes to 2 hours. It's not, huh? I guess so. Would you look at that? That was fast. Okay. Yeah. We're just going to 2 hours at this point. I'm gonna write there you go, end act 1, and then we'll do that again, but then it's end act 2, and then you do the thing where it's may as well, yeah. Wait, let's see, how much time do we have? 8 minutes, so like, yeah, 5:35 or something. What's 8:27? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're like 3 hours. Oh yeah, that's right. It's pretty late for you. Bricks and Pieces. I'll try to find the 1 hour 30 minutes. I'm gonna do it surely because I'll probably wrote it down somewhere very early in the morning. Yeah. Sorry, I'll let you get your beauty sleep in a few minutes when we end the stream. Well, let's see, October to May. So 5 be 7 months later. I don't need beauty sleep. It's all good. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So there's our transitional material. Uh, so what's so the like mm, oh what was I gonna say? Smash goes to Scott Davis working at Kroger or the Target. Scott the Woz bit. What was I gonna tell you? Uh, Something about Target, I think. You do like a hidden link in the. Oh yeah, wait. That okay? That reminds me. Yeah. So advertisement. So when the sorry, I'll get to your comment and I'll get to your message in a second. I just what I remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna just like I don't know, just gonna talk about like so it's gonna fade to black. This is gonna be on YouTube. So is this just gonna like I didn't want to put ads on this film, but if we put ads on this film, it could fade to black, and it could be like an old like TV like a TV episode. I mean, this idea I kind of wanted to save for like when we do the TV show. I wanted to save the idea of like fading to black, and then it plays an advertisement, and then fading back into the show. Just like just like a an old like sitcom episode, which is what I was planning to do for the TV show, but for the movie, when we have it fade to black, we could have what is it? When we could have it fade to black with with like, but like, what if the ad like we could put an ad with the transition, but what if the ad is just Scott Davis? What if the ad is Scott Davis just working at Kroger or something, and it's just like, man, I love working at Kroger. Such a nice place. If you can buy anything you need, just go to 885. Wait, what was it? Whatever the address was, Waterville Swanton Road, Waterville, Ohio. Um, yeah. And there's one right there, and you could do that. Um, that's how we get paid for the film. We just do like blatant advertisements during the film. Product placement. Yeah. Okay. It's Scott the Waz. Okay. You could do like a hidden. That's a much better. You could buy. Scott the Waz bless you today at your local Kroger's. Okay. You could do like a hidden link in the background kind of thing where people search for it and it takes them down to a countdown, May 25th, 20th. And it's and it's just the guy running. I like how it's like, I'll get to your comment, and then I look and just like something like it's just that. Okay, nice. Sorry, I know, not person mini pictures. I meant pieces. Okay, nice. Are we? Um, what time are we at? We're at started streaming 2 hours ago. Yeah. The viewer count went down too. That means that we gotta finish. It's now officially 2 hours of streaming. Yep, we did it. Nice. Went way longer than I thought we would. I was like, yeah, let's do like a short 30-minute stream. I don't feel like being here. Let's do like an hour long. We can do an hour and a half. Yeah, here we are. Nice. Okay, this has been fun. We made a lot of progress, a lot of good ideas. I'm liking it. I'm almost thinking, man, we should just go back to the original idea I had from like years ago. That was, a bit more serious. But no, this is gonna be good. We'll figure it out. This is just like random things that will connect to each other, and it'll have like a overall serious feel. And yeah, it'll work. Yeah. Anyway, see you around. Nice seeing you all again. Nice talking. Nice seeing you again, Bricks and Minifigs. The Lotus family. Oh yeah, that's what you meant by that account name, or by Barry Biscoff or Matthew from YouTube or whatever other name you had. I don't even remember now. You